What is up, players? It is I, Igor, and I want to welcome you to Spookytoberfest 2015, Day 2. Where are all my spikes? Master, where are all my back spikes? I'm sorry, Igor. For some reason, I left you on the bottom shelf in the room, and Duke came in and thought that your spikes were particularly playful and delicious, so he bit them off before I could stop him, and right now they are in the trash. I feel so naked without them. That's right, players, it is WarbossTae. Welcome to 2015's Spookytoberfest Project Log. I am going to run down today, while poor Igor was getting mangled by my Pekingese dog. I will show you what I was able to get done in the mech shop. And boy, howdy, I am proud of myself. Are you proud of yourself, Duke? It is the base for my model. Basically, I had no time to work on him. Dude, don't look at me like that. I hope Igor's spikes were fun to play with. Took me a while to dig them all out of his mouth and somewhere on the ground, and thank goodness he didn't swallow any of them. I counted them all up, so unless Igor grew some extra spikes while I was sleeping last night. I've been on some growth hormones. Unfortunately, all they've grown is my distaste for your American supplements. Yeah, so it's all right. There's no plastic poisoning for my poor dog, but oh boy, let that be a lesson to you. If you have small children or animals, don't leave your miniatures in reach, or else they will chew them up. Thank goodness he doesn't like the taste of plastic and just wanted to play with it. All right, back to this. Look at my progress. Woo! I snipped it out from the sprue. There's a bad mold line I didn't realize when I was showing him off to you yesterday. So I scraped that off, and then I glued the piece onto the base. I like this. I like that Games Workshop modeled a scenic piece for their base that isn't included on the model. It's really cool. So my plan is to build up the table and possibly the goblin next. But what I think I'm going to do is paint it in sub-assembly. So I'm going to paint this first, or by itself. I'm going to paint up the goblin on the table. And then I'm going to paint up Grombridle, and then I'm going to put the pieces together. I haven't even built up those two other sections, but that's my plan. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking it slow because this is something that I'm doing for myself. It's not for the studio. What I might do is sell it on the store after the project is done, once I get the store up and running on my website, WarbossTaeStudios.com. But for now, it's just going to be something for me. What else am I doing? The reason why I was taking so long, you might have seen, besides all this super glue on my fingers, you might have seen my Fireforge Fridays video that has gone up recently. Wanted to make sure that went out today since it is Friday. I'm also working on a whole truckload of orcs, maybe not truckload, maybe battle wagon, or actually what can transport 87 orc boys? That is a project. Boy howdy. I'm going to show that off to you as well. I keep meaning to make a video on that, but it takes a while to take them out and line them up. And I'm also working on some Dreadfleet. Also, my goal this year, I'm not doing it now, I'm sorry, but it's to make short videos for these daily updates because I know you guys are watching a lot of stuff here on YouTube, and I want to make it nice and short. So the final thing is, for those of you who are planning on doing daily videos, what I realized is my questions are really just the weekly questions are meant to be one a week for me to ask you a weekly question, and at some point in the week, it doesn't even have to be on that day, you can answer it during the whole week, for you to answer that question to give us a a feeling or a sense of who you are. But what I thought would be, it would be fun to get multiple answers. You know, every single video, if you are doing a daily video like me, or if you just do a couple videos a week, expand on your answer, because there's only one question a week, so, you know, why not? And I was thinking yesterday, after watching a lot of people's videos on Spookytoberfest, their day one videos, there are a lot of great scary movies out there. And I thought of another one. So today, my contribution to the discussion, somebody already suggested Poltergeist, which is another movie that I thought was particularly terrifying. But another movie that scared the bejesus out of me is that Nicole Kidman movie, The Others. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so scary. That movie scared me so much. It scared me too, master. You talk about jump scares, effective atmosphere. I think that is more terrifying. An effective, creepy atmosphere that builds up the tension, and then when the jump scares come, they're earned. You know, they pay off. So, what are you guys' other scary movies? Besides, if you shared one yesterday, think of some other ones. I'd love to hear it. Finally, I want to run through everybody's projects that I'm following this Spookytober. So these are people that are posting on the Google group. If you are taking part in the Spookytoberfest challenge, please post it up to the Google group. You can find it at WarbossTae's 2015 Painting Community. Just search for that community in Google and it'll take you straight there. I'll also include the link in the description, and if you want to just click on that, you can do that. And if you're taking part in Spookytoberfest, I'd love to see what you're doing there. So here we go. Tabitha23 is doing a Demon Prince from GW. Broken Colony, oh man, this is a great one. The Skeeters from Malifaux's Summer Jones's Crew box. They look like big mosquitoes, and oh man, I just something about bugs. So those giant bugs terrify me. Dice Miniature Paint Guy is doing the Corn guys and some Blood Reavers from Age of Sigmar. WG Revival is doing an old school GW vampire, like, I mean, 80s old. It looks like he's at a rock concert. He's holding up his hands like, yeah! And he's also doing some Mantic Ghouls, which will be used for, and I didn't write this down. It's for a different skirmish-based game, I believe. So WG Revival is painting up some Mantic Ghouls that will be used as something else for that. Mortis Causer, perfect for Spookytoberfest Challenge, is doing a giant Mortark. He said Mortarks. He's going to work on Mortarks, but I got to watch his latest video to see how many of those he's doing. I saw one, though, and he's working on Spirit Hosts. Heresy Productions is working on some Nurgle Space Marines to go with the Sorcerer that he did for last year's Spookytoberfest. And you guys got to check out his Space Marines. If you haven't seen his video yet, the green stuffing he's doing is really fantastic. Doc Eon, who, thank you for the shout out on his day one video, shouted out the May Painting Challenge. And for Spookytoberfest, he's working on some Mantic Undead. I put an Undead Cabal, Lord on a Pegasus, Catapult, and the Vampire Lord Soul Reaver Night box. Check him out. He's great. He's another great prolific painter, really skilled, really talented, and lots of experience. So I always learn something whenever I watch his videos, and so I think it's great because he's another guy that likes to paint on film. That's kind of like the thing that I love doing, so it's cool to see him doing it. Play It Painted is another guy that does that with his Play It Painted live sessions. I'm going to talk about him last. Deathstruck is doing Dark Rasp, Evil Priest, and Crypt Wraith. Two of them are from the Bones line, and the last one is a metal figure. And he runs a blog, so he actually puts up written posts. Check those out. It's got a picture on it, and a very cool guy. And yeah, so lots of great challengers this year. If you are taking part in Spookytoberfest but you haven't posted up on Google Group, or if I just missed it for some reason, then please let me know. Let me know what you're doing for Spookytoberfest. I'd love to hear from you. And Play It Painted is the last guy I want to talk about because in his last live session, he really expanded on what he's doing for the Extra Life campaign. And it's such a worthy cause for charity, and the way it's set up is really great. So if one of the things that dog likes to do is take a golf ball and just knock it down the steps. That's his way of saying he wants to play. So I'm going to wrap this up because otherwise he's going to just keep dropping that golf ball down the steps until somebody goes and plays with him. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Play It Painted. If you don't know what the Extra Life campaign is, he did it last year, and it's a really good cause, and it's really well run, and he's a great guy. So it's for children's hospitals, and he explains it so much better than I can in this little video. So please check out Play It Painted. If you want to get the details for that, especially also if you want to see a really cool Frank Miller Batman getting painted up. Check out his last live session. So many great projects. I want to be even more on top of keeping track of everybody's projects. May was a little hectic for me, as if you don't know, I had to take myself out of the May painting challenge. I had to take myself out of the May. I had to take myself out of the May painting challenge this year, and because I had way too much stuff going on in my real life. So I'm gonna keep better track of everybody. I'm gonna just watch as many videos as I can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh my gosh, I really tried to make it a goal to keep these videos very short, but had a lot to go through in this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your Spookytoberfest is cracking along. So thanks for watching again. See you in the next one. Laters, players! Laters, players! Laters, players! Oh no, Master, it's happening again! Hey!